Hello everyone, today, Tuna wants to send you a heartfelt wish. May you always have abundant health peace and the gentleness that life should never lack. But have you ever wondered, where does true happiness really lie? Is it in money, in lavish gifts, or in grand gestures? Or could it sometimes be so simple that we easily overlook it? For Alex, the man quietly carrying all the burdens, happiness is not about fame or wealth, but about those moments at the small dinner table, seeing Tuna's gentle smile and hearing Henry, their little son, giggle with joy. Just that alone is enough to fill Alex's heart. Yet behind that seemingly peaceful meal, could there be hidden storms waiting for this little family? Let's step into today's story, a journey that reminds us happiness isn't found somewhere far away, but in every simple, ordinary moment of life. The afternoon slowly descended, covering the countryside in a gentle, peaceful beauty. Along the small dirt road leading back to the farm, rows of trees rustled in the wind, and in the distance, fields of rice at their prime shimmered golden beneath the fading sunset. Alex had just finished a long day of hard work, and together with his close friend John, stopped by the newly planted orchard. Though tired, Alex's heart felt strangely at peace. He did not dream of luxury, nor yearn for things beyond his reach. At that moment, his only wish was simple: to sit down at a warm dinner table, sharing each bite with the woman he loved and their little child. For Alex, the greatest happiness in life was not money or fame, but the gentle smile of Tuna, the woman who had become the safest harbor in his heart. Whenever pressure mounted, whenever his shoulders felt close to collapsing, just seeing Tuna smile was enough to dissolve every burden. Happiness, he realized, did not always lie in grand things, but often in the simplest moments like this. The car slowly turned onto the road leading to Tuna's farm. By then, the sunlight had already slipped behind the distant mountains, giving way to the quiet embrace of nightfall. Silence spread, broken only by the steady chirping of crickets in the grass. The farm appeared before his eyes. Golden lamps hung along the porch, glowing like little stars warming the courtyard. That light did more than brighten the space. It gave Alex new strength for each step. He stopped the car, opened the door, and called out, "Tuna!" From inside the house, the familiar figure of a woman emerged. Tuna stepped out, her smooth black hair swaying gently in the wind, her eyes glimmering with tenderness, and a bright smile blooming on her lips. With just that smile, Alex felt every hardship of the day vanish. "You're home already. Come inside. Henry is sleeping. Sit and rest a while. I'll cook dinner. Then we'll eat together." Tuna said, her voice soft and sweet, like a gentle melody. Alex walked closer, took her hand, his gaze steady, yet full of love. "Tuna, let me cook tonight. I want to make this meal with my own hands for you." Tuna was momentarily surprised. To her, Alex had always been the strong, successful man, distant from the small kitchen. Yet tonight, he insisted on cooking. She smiled, softly nodded, and sat down at the bamboo table on the porch, quietly watching. Alex rolled up his sleeves and entered the kitchen. The flames flickered brightly on the stove, crackling, as if cheering him on. Soon the fragrance of fried onions spread throughout the house, mingling with the aroma of freshly cooked rice. The clattering of pans, the bubbling of water, all blended into a familiar symphony of a family kitchen. From the porch, Tuna's eyes never left Alex's figure in the kitchen. To her, the scene was both heartwarming and unusual. The man often thought of as not familiar with cooking now moved with surprising ease from seasoning to tasting to the way he skillfully handled the pan. Before long, delicious aromas filled the farm. The evening breeze carried the scent of braised fish, fresh vegetable soup, and savory caramelized meat all the way to the porch. Finally, Alex came out with a radiant smile. In his hands were steaming dishes beautifully arranged. A hearty meal was soon set on the bamboo table beneath the golden light fluffy white rice, refreshing vegetable soup, golden brown caramelized meat glistening with sauce, and rich braised fish with pepper and chili. Tuna gazed at the meal before her, her heart swelling with indescribable emotion. This was not just food, but love, genuine care, and devotion from Alex to her and their little family. Wiping the sweat from his brow, Alex sat down beside her and smiled. "Tuna, tonight I want you to rest, as long as I see you happy. That's enough for me." Under the tender glow of the evening lights, the two of them sat side by side, ready to share a humble meal together. It was a meal that not only filled their stomachs, but also warmed their hearts, proof that true happiness sometimes comes only from the simplest and most sincere moments. The simple yet cozy meal was set on the old bamboo table in the yard. The golden light cast down, illuminating each steaming dish that Alex had poured all his effort into cooking. Wisps of smoke curled upward, mingling with the rich aroma spreading across the small courtyard. Tuna sat down opposite Alex, her eyes glistening with emotion. To her, these dishes were not just dinner, but a testament to the love and care of a man who seemed to belong only to work and the pressures of business. She smiled softly, picked up a piece of braised fish, and tasted it. "It's delicious, Alex. I never thought you could cook this well, Tuna," said her voice full of surprise and pride. Alex chuckled, his eyes gentle. "As long as it's for you and Henry, I'll learn anything. I don't want you to always have to struggle alone in the kitchen." His words tightened Tuna's heart. She looked at him, suddenly feeling her eyes blur with tears. Perhaps true happiness did not need to be sought in faraway places. It was right here in this simple moment when the two of them sat together sharing a meal full of love. The dinner continued in warm laughter. Alex kept serving food to Tuna and Henry. He ate while telling little stories from the day, from his trip with John, to the plans he had for the orchard. Tuna listened attentively, sometimes nodding, sometimes chuckling at Alex's humor. At times, all three would fall into silence. But it was not awkward. Instead, it was filled with tenderness. For in every glance, every smile exchange, they silently understood, as long as they had each other, that was already complete happiness. Outside night had blanketed the fields with only the chirping of insects as background for the tranquil scene. The moon peeked out from behind the trees, blending with the golden light in the yard, creating a simple yet breathtaking picture. When the meal was nearly finished, Henry had already dozed off on his mother's shoulder, yawning sleepily. Alex quickly stood up, carried him into the room, and gently laid him on the small bed, tucking him under a thin blanket. Then he returned, sat beside Tuna, and held her hand tightly. "Tuna, thank you for giving me a home. I may be exhausted out there. I may fail. I may lose everything. But as long as I still have you and Henry, I know I'm the happiest man alive." Tuna said nothing, only quietly resting her head on Alex's shoulder. Her eyes shimmered with tears, but they were tears of happiness. In that moment, they both knew no matter how many storms the future might bring, as long as they kept this flame of love alive, their little family would remain strong. That dinner ended not with luxurious dishes, but with the peace and wholeness of family love, something no wealth in the world could ever replace. Alex and Tuna stepped into their small house where Henry was still fast asleep. In the warm room, the golden light gently shone down, illuminating the rosy, innocent face of the little boy. Henry lay still, his breathing steady, each tiny heartbeat adding to the silence and peace of the moment. Alex and Tuna sat side by side, their eyes fixed on their little angel sleeping soundly. No words were spoken yet. Both of them felt the quiet happiness flowing gently into their hearts. A small family, a beloved child, and tranquil moments together. That was everything Alex had ever wished for. Suddenly, Alex softly held Tuna's hand. That hand, though soft, bore the marks of hardship through the years. He squeezed it gently, his eyes filled with sincerity as he looked at her. His voice trembled, but every word came from the depths of his heart. "Tuna, I once dreamed of many great things, but I've realized none of it matters anymore. Now the only thing I wish for is to see you and Henry healthy and safe. Just that is already complete happiness for me." Tuna was silent. In her tear-filled eyes, she saw Alex's sincerity, determination, and the love he had for their family. She rested her head on his shoulder and whispered, "Alex, me too. I don't need anything else except being by your side, raising Henry together, and walking hand in hand through days of peace and storms alike." The two looked at each other, and in that moment, every worry seemed to disappear. Without another word, Alex and Tuna shared a gentle kiss. A kiss that was not only proof of their deep love, but also a silent vow that no matter how many challenges life may bring, they would always hold on to each other until the very end. In the small room, Henry continued to sleep soundly, like a little angel, witnessing Alex and Tuna's silent promise. The moonlight peeked in through the window, gently covering all three of them, creating a scene both beautiful and sacred, a moment they would never forget. Friends continue following the emotional journey of Alex Tuna. And Henry, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any upcoming episodes. Every comment and every subscription from you is a tremendous motivation, helping us bring you more stories filled with love, inspiration, and unexpected twists. So what do you think? If you were Alex, what would you choose to continue living in simple happiness or to face the storms head on to protect your little family? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, the story is still unfolding.
Vì vậy đừng quên nhấn đăng ký kênh và bật chuông thông báo để không bỏ lỡ bất kỳ tình tiết quan trọng nào trong câu chuyện này. Liệu Kai có thể tìm được mẹ con Tuna? Liệu anh có thể vượt qua được tất cả những thử thách mang họ về an toàn? Mọi điều đó sẽ được hé lộ trong những tập phim tiếp theo. Chắc chắn rằng bạn không thể rời mắt khỏi những câu chuyện đầy cảm xúc bất ngờ. Những khoảnh khắc cùng diễn biến mới sẽ tiếp tục không theo dõi vì những bất ngờ vẫn còn đang chờ ở phía trước.